This is the plaintiff, Paul Mann. He says he hired the defendant to do some work at his house to bring it up to code, and the hack botched the job. That's right, he made a big mess of his electrical lines, costing him $735 to repair, and he's here suing in the name of justice for just that. This is the defendant, Darren. He says he did the work he was hired to do on the plaintiff's house, and 6 months later, the guy calls him complaining his air conditioner doesn't work. The air conditioner was on the complete other side of the house. It had nothing to do with the work he did, and he knows the judge, a daughter of a contractor, will go through the evidence and find him not guilty. He's accused of being a shoddy contractor.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff hired the defendant to do construction work, but says the defendant caused a problem with an electrical outlet. The defendant says the plaintiff has problems, all right, but they're not his fault. It's the case of you're in for a real shock.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Paul Mann, you're suing Darren. You've asked not to mention your last name for $735 in damages that you say happened as a result of work that he did on your home. Tell me what happened here.
I'd say in 2014, I received a citation. The entranceway to the upstairs was too close to the property line. Had to be moved.
Wow.
Yes, wow. I then went looking for contractors.
Did you buy it that way, or did you build it, or?
Bought it that way, but...
And it had this problem, and you didn't know about it?
Nobody complained. You know, as long as
we
nobody
knew about
complains
it, we just
about
nobody
it.
complained. Okay, go ahead.
Exactly. So
when did somebody finally complain?
I'd say it was...
A neighbor?
Yeah, a disgruntled neighbor.
Disgruntled neighbor. Oh, we got to make sure our neighbors are gruntled.
Yes.
When we have the goods on us. All right. So anyway, so you hire him to fix it.
Correct.
And the whole job was going to cost what?
Originally, it was supposed to be $3,000 plus materials, which I supplied his partner at the time, my Home Depot card. And all the parts and everything that they needed, they used my card to get.
Which was another what? More or less, how much of a job was it?
Like $1,400.
Okay.
But the $3,000 wasn't even enough, because this wound up taking a long... The first payment went to his partner, Anthony, which he got $1,500. And then maybe a week or so later, he was gone. Nowhere to be found.
All right.
And
so they finish a project, or he finishes a project.
Correct.
And you pay him in full.
Yes.
And it's months later where you discover a problem. And what is the first problem you discover?
Well, they finished around October of 2015. Didn't need my air conditioner after that. When I first went to turn on the air conditioner in 2016, it wasn't working.
Your air conditioner is a unit, or?
Yeah, it's a unit. It's a window unit.
Window unit.
Directly underneath, same side where the entranceway was, directly underneath, and for whatever reason, I got my voltmeter and everything went in there. There was no power to it.
Okay, now when you say directly underneath, is this a window that they made when they moved stuff?
No.
This is a window that was already there?
Correct.
Okay, is it on the first floor or on the second floor?
First floor.
And so they're do you have a picture of the house?
Yeah, somewhat, yes.
Okay. I may need you
That's
to come.
the window that they put in. There's the air conditioner right there underneath.
Okay.
And that's also a picture
All right. Which is the window that they put in? This one up here?
Correct. That's
right
where
under
door
the gable.
was.
Okay.
Yes.
Because that's where stairs were that got moved.
Correct.
And then the AC unit is here.
Correct.
And then did they do the whole siding on the side of this house?
Yes, they were supposed to, and it's a first good wind and everything blew apart.
Okay, and that's what I'm looking at here, where I can see blue underneath because
Correct.
the siding popped off. All right. So did you pay somebody to redo the siding on the whole side of the house?
Also correct.
How much did you pay?
$485.
May I see the bill? Ah, darn it. Can you get that back up?
Sure. And in the interim, I finally got in touch with him, and he came over and he looked at the siding. I thought it was his ladder. He puts up the ladder, blah, 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 blah. And I told him about the electric. He goes, how do you know it was me? I says, well, it was working fine up until you did the work upstairs.
And it
I've
was
lived
on
in
the side of the house he
17
was
years.
working on.
Directly
Did you do any
underneath.
electric work for this job?
Negative. No. I had to move a wire when I put the door in. but that wire was to the outlet, and that outlet was working when I went there. I had nothing to do with the air
That
conditioner.
wire was to what outlet? The outlet in question?
No, it's the air conditioner he's talking about is on the whole other side of the house. It's
Okay.
not even near in that room where I was working. It's not
Well,
even in there.
but this is, according to him, this is the window that you put in, and that's the air conditioner. That the outlet is where you were working.
Correct. It's above
Just a
the
second. I
master
wasn't asking you a question.
Sorry.
I'm asking him a question. So, did you or did you not install this window? Isn't this
yeah.
where the stairs used to be?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
No, he's not like crazy. This is where the stairs used to be. You were working here. You did the siding here, and this is the outlet that's not working.
Now, mind you, it was 6 months after he calls me to say that the air conditioner is not
Yeah,
working.
it's the first time he tries to turn that AC. Is anything else plugged into that outlet or just the AC?
Nothing. It's behind
Okay,
the
I
dresser.
don't want you to think the outlet that I moved, the air conditioner, is not plugged into that outlet. The window was upstairs.
He's worried that you did something in that wall in
that
order
wall.
to fix the outlet that you moved an outlet.
Yes, I
Okay.
did. I
When
have
you
to
moved
move
an outlet,
a wire.
did you yank any wiring in order
No. No.
Because here's what the electrician says. He had to hire an electrician. Let me see that. He had to hire an electrician, and the electrician says, service call, troubleshoot non-working outlet in rear first floor master bedroom. But is it the rear or is it the side?
It's one big, huge master bedroom.
Okay. No, I meant rear.
It is the rear part of it. It's the
Okay.
rear part of the house.
In rear first floor master bedroom. Opened multiple locations to locate missing circuitry. Provided new wiring for the receptacle, and then it was a $250 bill. But how does circuitry see, that's the thing. You know, when I'm first listening to him, I'm like, how's he going to prove that it was this guy? But how is there missing circuitry to that outlet?
Okay.
Somebody was in there yanking circuitry.
The air conditioner was underneath on the first floor. I was on the second floor. The wire that I had to move, all I had to do was move it. I'm not an electrician. I didn't do any electrical work.
I'm getting that.
All I had to do was move a wire. That's it. Then that outlet worked.
Why would you even have the foresight to test that outlet? How can you testify under oath that outlet worked? If you weren't just a second, if you weren't working near it, you had nothing to do with it, you weren't anywhere near it, why on earth would you test that outlet?
See, I don't think you're understanding.
I don't think you're understanding.
I'm sorry. The outlet that I was working on.
That is not what I'm asking you.
Was upstairs.
This outlet is the outlet I am concerned about.
Which outlet?
The one that he cares about is the one we've been talking about in this whole lawsuit, which is on the first floor master bedroom.
I never touched that outlet, man.
Yes, I heard you say that. So you clearly never tested that outlet.
No, never.
You don't know that it was working. You're talking about your outlet. I'm talking about the one he's suing you on.
Oh, okay.
He's not suing you on your outlet. He says that for you to get that out, you created an outlet, right? Because there hadn't been an outlet there?
Upstairs?
Yeah.
No, there was an existing outlet
So
there.
why did you have to do any electrical?
I didn't.
What did you do? You said something about this.
I had to put a door in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But why
upstairs.
did you have to move? Because to put a
put
door
that
in.
door
you
in,
had-
I
okay,
had to
so
move
you're
the
the
wire.
last guy in the walls dealing with circuitry. So if there's nothing, someone had to manually yank that circuitry out that feeds that, right? If this guy's right.
I guess so.
Right.
I guess so.
Right. What about the siding falling off? Did you see the picture?
Can I start from the beginning? Because I don't feel I got to tell you exactly what happened. First of all,
but I'm still going to be concerned about what I'm concerned about.
Oh, okay. He was looking for a contractor. He didn't want to pay the full amount of money. I'm not a licensed contractor.
Oh, so
I'm a
it's
carpenter.
your fault. Why would you ever hire him? Right?
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
So if you could hire an unlicensed contractor for half the price of a licensed contractor, would you?
I would. I'd keep an eye on them, make sure they're doing a good job.
Sure look tentative.
You got to save money.
Okay, would you do it?
I wouldn't do it. There's way too much risk involved, insurance risks, and it's just not worth it.
How old are you, real quick?
19.
How old are you?
30.
Okay. He wins going inside the courtroom.
I'm a carpenter. I do side work. So he got me cheaper to do this job.
Okay.
And I went in there and I did this job.
So you don't have to do it right.
No, I'm not saying that, man. I did the right
Okay.
job. When I left there, whatever I dealt with was working. I did over and beyond. And mind you, what he said before was that he paid my worker. I had a guy there for a week doing work. The contract was in my name. The contract was for $3,500. He wrote a check out to one of my workers for $1,500.
Is it
which
one of
he
your
said
partners
the guy disappeared.
or one of your workers?
I'm sorry?
One of your partners? or
No,
one of-
I don't have a partner. He was a friend that was helping me
Let
do
me
a
see
job.
the original contract.
So I feel he owes me money.
And look at the dates.
This is a contract for work to be done at blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. Who signed it? Your name isn't on the contract. Where did you say your name was on the contract?
If my name's not on there, it's not on there.
I don't know that it's on here. I have no idea. This may be your signature, but your name isn't on the contract because you don't use,
Yeah.
yeah. Or you could have written it, and you still could handwrite a contract.
I don't know what contract this is. I've never seen this. I've never seen that before.
Oh, maybe that was that partner of yours who provided.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Who you say is an employee. Okay.
So mind you-
Got Darren, I am ready to rule. $735, verdict for the plaintiff.
Wow.
Well, the judge finds for the plaintiff in this case. Darren, you were trying to explain something to the judge. Did you get your story out, do you think?
No, I don't think she...
What would have made any difference?
I don't think anything would have made a difference. He should have hired somebody else. I was doing
So you're sorry you did the job,
Oh, yes, I'm very sorry.
but you think you did the right thing?
Yeah, I thought I was doing him a favor, but
Yeah,
apparently
but
not.
Obviously you didn't.
No.
Sorry about that. Played
All
the
right.
wrong way.
Thank
That's
you.
the door. Okay, Mr. Mann, you satisfied now?
Yeah, I finally got, everything's working the way it's supposed to be.
He thinks you should have hired a real contractor. Would you agree with that?
He supposedly was a real contractor.
Well,
That was
not what he told the judge.
Exactly.
Maybe that's the whole problem right there.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Harvey.
Okay, whenever possible, hire a licensed contractor, but an unlicensed contractor cannot have a defense that he didn't do a professional job because he's unlicensed. No.